Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Mr. W. Now, look at the word I have up here. Infinite. Like Buzz Lightyear always says. Infinity and beyond. What's he mean? What is that guy talking about? Well, we can actually introduce this thought into our second graders. And a couple of ways of doing it. One is asking them, what's the biggest number you know? And some might tell you the biggest number you know is maybe 10,000. Or might say a million, a billion. As I say, a trillion. Well, what is a trillion? Is a trillion? A trillion is one followed by how many zeros? Well, that's a million. That's a billion. Wow, that's a trillion. That's 12 zeros. Wow, that's a lot of zeros. So zero's pretty valuable, isn't he? Because he tells us just how big that number is. But is he infinite? No. He's just a big, big number. Infinite is even bigger than that. Because all I have to do is change this to a 1, and now I've got a bigger number. Oh, but I can make it a bigger number by making it a 2 or a 3. So, infinity is all that one can think of plus one more. And we can always ask our children this, and I think it's really a fun thing to do. Ask them to all stand maybe 15, 16 feet away from a wall. Now, I want all of you to walk half the distance to the wall. Half the distance. Not all, just half. Try and guess what half the distance to the wall is. So half the distance. So now you're also putting that idea of 1/2 into there. You're using math. You're getting something, and they walk up 1/2. Oh, wow. Okay. And you'll note that some people, they're not going to be the same because they're gauging it. They're gauging a little different. Okay, now walk 1/2 the distance to the wall again. So they do it again. Repeat that. Repeat that. Repeat that. Now you might ask them, if I asked you to do this 100 times, would you ever get to the wall? If I asked you to do 1,000 times, would you ever get to the wall? Now, here's where things get to be difficult for them to recognize. Because now we're talking about things that are really, really small. Really small. And that is what my next discussion is about, because we're going to talk about the decimal. I hope you enjoyed my discussion. See you next time on Math with Mr. W.